You are now tuned into TC Media, hosted by Taylor Chante, only on Station Head.
Good evening, TC Media. It is I, Taylor Chante, TC, Tay, Chante, whatever you want to call me. Just know this is TC Media and we are live. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said before, Zay P is in the building.
I'm in the building. What's up, y'all? What's up? Thank you
What's
so
up
much.
with you?
First off, thank you so much for having me, Queen. You already know we've been trying to do this for like the past year.
For real. But it's happening.
Right.
It's happening. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in right now. Ladies and gentlemen, Stash Cash has entered the building.
My boy Stash.
Ooh-wee.
That's my brother from another. Shout out to Stash.
All right, Zay P. I gave you somewhat of an intro, but a man with so many titles, how can we give you just one? Can you please tell the people who you are, what you do, and of course, where you're from?
Right. So it's your boy, Zay P. I'm born and raised in the Bronx. Harlem has my heart too, though. Shout out to Harlem. I'm a professional celebrity, creative director, choreographer, dancer, and do a little 1 and 2 with fashion, you know. But I'm still working to create a title for that as well. But yeah, so that's me.
I don't even know what title to give you. And shout out to the Bronx, of course. We got New York in the building again. Gotta show love. I didn't know if that was accurate to do, so I just didn't do it.
Right.
You know how that go. So I want to, before we get into all the juicy stuff, I want to know some of the backstory. When did you decide that it was music and dance that was it for you?
So this goes back to my favorite number being 7. This is why my my number is 7, because at 7, that's when I decided I wanted to make up a dance team. I wanted to be like everyone in the videos. It was my duty to learn everybody's video, from Ciara to Chris Brown to Usher to Omarion. Once I seen that all I wanted to do was create and dance at 7, like I'm talking about every family event, every block event, Isaiah has a dance team and he's dancing. And he's orchestrating this with the music and he's doing this for outfits. So I've always been a creative, you know, I've always been around those talents and that nature. But at 7, I was like, I want to be a dancer. I want to be Chris Brown. I'm dressed up like house. Like I am dressing up like them in a house. I'm talking about putting on a shirt on my head because I don't want hair so bad. And putting on some shoes, okay, with a mic and all of that. I was transforming at 7. So,
and that was it. So 7, that holds a big number. That holds a big spot for you, that number. We're gonna get into that as well. Of course, it always starts as a child, but I want to know about your high school life. High school is traumatizing.
High school actually, that is what molded me into the person I am today. Like I found myself in high school. Like, you know, when you're like in elementary, junior high school, they'd be like, oh, these are not going to be your friends forever, or you think this is it. Wait till you get to high school. Like high school was what made Zay P. Like, you know, I was still finding myself. I was still seeing what I wanted to be, what was for me and what's not before high school. And then when I got to high school, everything aligned. So I actually started to form a career in high school. I actually started to form exactly what I could do with my talents in high school, like that. It was very depressing and stressful in the midst of it because love life, friends, whatever, lifestyle.
Listen, we grown now and friends is always like,
Yeah.
All right. So with that being said, I'm glad, you know, you didn't have a traumatizing experience, but high school is pretty scary. And I feel like you don't realize what you learn in high school until you get older. And you're like, wow, I really started this in high school.
Right.
I want to dabble into some fashion. Where do you get your style from? What's the inspiration? What inspires you to get dressed? Like,
what inspires me to get dressed? Like for me, appearance is everything. So like it's like it's a part of my lifestyle. Like fashion is a part of my lifestyle. It's a part of who I am. So how did I get there? I was just always into fabrics, designs, colors, and textures. That goes back to me being young, and I'm trying on different patterns, colors, sizes, whether it was for boys or girls, unisex, whatever. And you know, I just kept it going, and then and went from, oh, he is so cute, to, hold on, I think he know what he's doing, to, you got this. Like, I don't know. It's like certain things were just like natural, like, cause no one taught me how to dress, okay? And I don't really have like no fashion, like people that I look up to fashion. As far as music and dancing, yeah. But as far as who I look up to in fashion, like, I really, create within. Like I get it from within. Like, I do love brands. Like, I'm in love with like Louis Vuitton. I'm in love with Urban Outfitters. But outside of like Louis Vuitton and Urban, because those are like my two big ones. Outside of that, I'm a thrift person, crazy, and I'm a custom made person, because I don't want you to wear what I got on. I want us to look. I want you to ask me where did I get it from, and I made it. Like, it's one of one. You can't, you can't copy me. So
all right, well, TC needs a one of one.
Yeah.
When you feeling how you feeling. I want to talk about that creative mind of yours before we get into dance and music. And of course, you are a creative director. When it comes to your creativity, do you feel like you lack support sometimes?
Yes. I want to say I lack support in my creativity, because the people in my corner and supporters from far, or strangers that do support me, they are in love with what I do. Right. I just think it's lack of consistency. Like, people will probably share something, like, comment, show love here and there, but it's like, it's not consistent. So like, to have consistent support, love, yeah, that's what it's giving. But I don't really let it affect me, because I do what I do because it's my talents and I choose to share with the world. And I know that when I do that, it inspires, it influences, and it pushes people. So as long as I'm doing that right there, I'm good.
So when it comes to your creative process, what is that like? Like, what do you need to be creative?
I need a clear mind. So from a clear mind, that means I need to smoke. I need the marijuana in my system, because for me, when I'm smoking, my brain is on another level. Like, things that I'd be like, ugh, that is not it if I'm sober. And when I got the weed in me, I would be like, yo, that's crazy. So I need a clear mind as far as me being able to create. I need to be in the studio, and I need a stereo, and I need to do what I do for myself is like a cleanse. So every single day, before I start my day and before I go to sleep, I do like daily affirmations. Like, if I don't do my daily affirmations before and after, my day is off. Regardless if I want to ignore it, like, it's not, it's because I already set it up like that in the pattern. So when I don't do it, I know it's off. But as long as I'm have my clear mind, I'm in my studio with my speaker, I'm good.
Now, you're in New York, right?
For now.
New York is New York. People travel all over just to come to New York. Like, people love the tri-state. There's so many people doing what we do, and there's so many people doing what you do. Do you feel like what you're doing and the position that you're in is being oversaturated? Do you see any competition being from New York? Because don't get me wrong, everybody loves New York, but it's a lot that goes down in New York. Do you see any competition?
Yes, because without competition, how are we gonna stay on our feet? That's why we keep going, because we see things that we feel are competitive to us, or we feel like, I could do that but better, or I want to try that but in my own way. So the more we see And the more we're around things is going to keep uplifting us. Yes, it's definitely going to make us competitive and it's going to keep us hungry. So yes, New York is the one place that is competitive. Are you kidding me? And it's not even just in the dancing world, but
like it's everything. Like,
yes,
I feel like y'all go at it over bacon, egg, and cheese from Jersey and New York, but whatever.
Listen,
Jersey, I got us. It's all good.
New York is the state of agree to disagree because you will have a whole argument off the little state. Like, it's retarded.
Listen,
But
I watch my mouth when I go to New York because I don't listen. I don't want no problem with y'all. I love y'all. We right across the street from each other. I'm 5 minutes away. Like, it don't gotta be like that.
we
Right?
mean no harm. We're just ghetto families, and we can't help it. Like us screaming is us talking, but you like, what's wrong? Nothing's wrong. Like,
Yes, that, like nothing's wrong. Like, all right.
you talk with all of this, and it's like, but that's just so New York. But I will say that, yes, as far as when you say, is it like a over saturation? Yes, and I feel like TikTok is what brings the oversaturated to the dance world.
To the everything world.
To the everything world. I love TikTok, you know, because it's just another outlet, it's just another app to be creative and express yourself and to get yourself out there to become somebody. That's what I love about these apps too, they do that. Okay. But I don't want no app to downplay the real craft, the real technique. Horrible.
Yeah. So how you feel about TikTok? Picture this. I'm a photographer. I'm a videographer. How you think I feel about Instagram? How you think I feel about iPhone? I had to spend $2,000 on a camera. Y'all spent $300 on a phone.
No, but the camera's gonna give you what it gotta give. The camera's always gonna give you what it gotta give. And even though these iPhones do what they do, it's not gonna never be the camera. Like, it's not even giving iPhones no more, y'all. So if you're out there having photo shoots on your iPhone, cut it out. Book your camera guy. For real.
Okay. So you do have listeners right now tuned in. Hania wants to know, so would you say routine is a crucial part of your creative process?
Yes, definitely. So you have to keep a routine, meaning, so when I start, I'm gonna do a stretch, I'm gonna do a 10-minute stretch, I'm gonna do a 10-minute warm-up cardio, and then I'm going to actually present the routine, like do it, perform it, present it, you know, and then we're going to move on into teaching it. We're going to go into groups, seeing if, you know, who could get it faster. They're going to teach each other. We'll show each other how to look, work on the problems, fix it, do one-on-ones, stuff like that. So yes, that's definitely the routine that I tend to follow a lot, yeah.
Touche. So let's get into the creative directing part. So I've been blessed to be on set with you. And boy, was I starstruck because you had no idea who I was, but I knew who you were.
Right, and I love that.
You introduced yourself, and I'm just like, I know who you are. It's Zay P. And you just looked at me like. So again, ladies and gentlemen, this guy is not, you know, he's not signed or anything. I'm inspired by everyone. You don't have to have a big name. So being on set with you was a blessing, and it was crazy. Shout out to Stash Cash. When it comes to your creative directing, how crazy is it being on set? What's the craziest set you've done? And when you say creative director, what do you do? Is it just music videos? Is it for acting? What kind of realm do you go towards?
So as far as creative directing, I am creatively organizing, directing, putting together video shoots, photo shoots, showcases, showcases meaning like from tours to mini showcases to concerts, anything on social media, like if you see reels, if you see dance visuals, like I'm creative directing all of that, you know, from artists to dance teams to just one-on-one work, you know, so things of that. And how crazy, it gets crazy because we're passionate. So I get crazy, okay? But I get crazy from a passionate point. Like I need you to understand what I need completed. Here's my vision, hear me, feel me, get it, complete it. You need help, let me know. Don't bullshit, get it done, focus. That's it, right? Because to me it's 1, 2, 3. So if it's not 1, 2, 3, we have a problem.
And
it can
also
be,
that is a blessing and a curse.
So simple.
It is a blessing and a curse to be like, all right, I see it. Why aren't you seeing it?
Right.
Or like, I've thoroughly explained it. Why are you still not understanding where I'm coming from? What's the craziest? What's the craziest time you've had on set being a creative director? And what were one of the biggest moments you had in being a creative director? Ooh.
One of the most craziest, because there's been a couple of crazies. So let me think. One of the most craziest. Woo! Let me tell you. And this is what, in this scenario here really showed me like how to distinguish the two and how to really not get mad when things don't go away. So I had a photo shoot that I was creative directing for one of my artists, and we had everything intact. We had his looks, we had the location, we had the time, we had the scenes, we had the photographer, we had the assistant, we had the female models as well. You know, it was people that was in the shoot. I'm talking about 20 minutes before it was time to shoot. My models, who I thought was on the way because we was communicating the whole time, they were on the way, they were just a little traffic. I already sent a deposit to the model for whatever they needed to be accommodated to make sure they was
right.
And 20 minutes before, she hits me up saying she can't make it because her mom is in her ear. You know, just saying that lifestyle is not really for her. You know, she was a church girl. You know how the parents are, they're not really too supportive when you want to chase your dreams and things of that nature. And that's totally understandable. But it's not understandable 20 minutes before we was talking the whole night and I already locked you in. You got the first payment and now you coming at me with this BS. So when I tell you I had to walk out of the set real quick, go in the bathroom, count to 10, get the veins out, because I'm like, yo, I'm about to look crazy to this artist. That at the time was one of my first gigs with that artist. So I was just getting on board with that artist. And I'm like, yo, this is not happening now.
Right.
And the assistant at the time came to me, calmed me down, helped me out. We both together was like, all right, we're gonna do this. This is gonna work to do that. We're gonna just scratch that part. We're gonna move forward, add that in, you know, like that. But that was my first times of having a scale like that, and I realized what to do. You know, you gotta when things go left, make it go right. That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
So what were some of your biggest moments on set as a creative director?
My biggest moment, like to date, like the biggest moment of all time would have to be me getting called to creative direct, choreograph, perform, dance, work with, be alongside of, however you want to put it, with Little Kim. For me, that is huge. I'm blessed to have a roster and a resume that I do have with other artists under my belt, such as Dream Doll, and me being on tour with New Edition, and me performing for Steve Madden and opening up alongside Meg Thee Stallion and Jadakiss and Fabulous and P&B Rock. Like, I am super, super blessed, and I pitch myself every single day.
Right.
But to Kim, for me, was as legendary it gotten so far, because he's not done. But I'm just still gagging over that. Like, I still go into a daze and be like,
so wow. Tell us about how that was working with Lil' Kim. We listen. We love Kimmy.
Yo, first of all, shout out to the whole Beehive, shout out to the whole Junior Mafia. I love all of y'all. It has been truly amazing to work with Lil' Kim. And I feel like once you really get that opportunity to work with Kim or to even know her, to meet her, you will see that she is nothing that you think she is, or how these blogs make her to be. She's really a true, generous, loving queen. She's really—
you can tell, like, the love, like
funny as hell.
Is she funny?
What? Funny as hell, fun as fuck, loving, caring, you know, and she's gonna make sure she has a connection with your friendship first. It's not really just about business. Like,
right.
That's my good girl. Like, that's my good girl for real. That's my good girl for real, for real. I love her. You know, she's gonna hit me with the listen, call me anytime. Like, you know, and I call anytime. We be on the phone. We be on the phone, you know, we have meetings, we have conference calls, you know, we in rehearsals. She's very hands-on, she's very active, she's very involved with everything.
So how was that for you getting that call? Was it like a me? Or was it like, oh, I was waiting for this to happen?
Every call I get is always a me? No. Like, it's always that, because I'm just that humble, you know? And the man upstairs is just always gonna just wow me every time. I'm never gonna get used to it. But that call for me was like, all right, time to up it. Like, okay, Zay, like the people's watching, don't play. Like, because you know, sometimes when you feel like you're doing what you got to do, but it's not enough, or you feel like you're doing what you got to do, but it's not really working in the way you're doing it. So you're just doing it until you feel like doing it is going to pay off. So at that moment, that's what it felt like to me. Like, yo, just when I thought I wasn't giving it, or just when I thought nobody was watching, like, and what a lot of people don't know is that I've been locked in with Kim for a year already, since 2020. Right. But we just, you know, started showing things and started really working last year, 2021. But I've been with Kim since the beginning of 2020, and COVID happened, and that's why we resumed last year.
Oh, throwing tomatoes. We're not here for it. But again, congratulations on that. That is crazy. We want to know more about Zay P. We want to know about your different characters, because I know locked into all of you, you're not the same you all the time. So spill it. We ready for the juicy stuff now.
I'm very colorful. I'm very fruitful, you know. But for me, I like to be a light. Period. I've always been like that. Like, if you know me from young to now, or like whatever, if you just came across me in an event, like, everyone's gonna be like, oh my God, I love his vibe. Like, just respectfully, because I like make people laugh. I like to make people feel good. I like to make people feel like they got someone, mainly because I didn't really have that, you know? So,
and that happens with a lot of people. You don't get that support that you wish you had when you started. And then now that you started, it's like, all right, now I could give back just a little more. Like,
Exactly. So, you know, and then a lot of people that I am around, you know, they deal with a lot. They deal with a lot that they don't speak on, or they deal with a lot that they don't know their way out of. And an outlet for majority of my people just be to be around loved ones, just to be around love, to feel love, to get love. So that's what I like to give out, you know. But to sum me up, funny as hell, fly as fuck. Lovable, goofy, clown, protector.
That you are.
Okay.
Once you get past that serious point and you like, all right, we got it. You are a clown for no reason. For what? Like, you do not have to be that funny and that crazy all the time. It's like, all right, it's playtime now. Like,
I can't help it. Who want to walk around mad all day? Who want to walk around with an attitude?
Who switches up that fast though?
Your face.
It's like, all right, cut and scene. And you like, oh, because finally, like, what? You was just yelling.
Of Zay P is crazy.
You are. I want to know about some of the difficult times you've had, and within everything you're doing. It could be in any part. I want to know about some of the difficult challenges and how you just got over them.
So my most difficult challenge, and I think all creatives will agree, is really like chasing your dream and still trying to balance out life, like still trying to just pursue, because chasing your dreams mean you're literally chasing a fantasy and you're making it reality. So you start from broke and you got to find multiple ways to get rich. And then you get 10 no's and 2 yeses. You are 5 steps ahead, get pushed back 3, you know? So for me, I done been through it all, but haven't we all, right? But just meaning like, I done been through the whole ACS, getting kicked out, home to home, not knowing how I'm gonna eat, you feel me? Went
I feel like every artist has gone through that. Every creative has gone through that process.
And through it all, I never stopped dancing. So that's what I'm trying to say is that dance is life. I mean, how the hell am I going to eat today? All right, where I'm going to sleep at tonight? Okay, I hope this person answered their phone because I really need them.
Right.
All right, that job is not working out for me. I got to go here. But through all of that, never stop dancing.
You can't
never
stop.
You
can't
always
stop.
And you know, a lot of people's like that's not making you no money. Like, listen, I know you love to do that, but you gotta. And it's like, no, I'm not.
Listen, I can't even keep still because sometimes it's not about the money, ladies and gentlemen. When I say
it's never about the money. Like, it's never about the money.
When I say you have to live your dreams and not chase them, we are blessed to be on air right now together because we are living.
Yes.
And our dreams. We turned our dreams into reality.
Most definitely.
Like, it's okay to imagine.
When I think about stuff like that, like I remember when I didn't even have artists, when I didn't have clientele. I remember when I didn't have this company. I remember when I had nothing. Like, I'm talking about, it was a hobby. Like, I'm just dancing because I love it. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Now it's able to pay bills, is able to do exactly what I knew it was going to do. And that's because
now when we talking about this is getting good. Now that we're talking about this, as a creative, sometimes you have $0 and sometimes you have a couple bands.
Right.
How can you explain that to other people, or is it worth explaining? Because people look at me and be like, yo, you just was on tour with Ja Rule and Ashanti.
Hello.
Yo, you have a show. Yo, you a photographer. And I'm like, sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. Like,
they be like, Zay, you covering it tonight? Because you know, you got Dream Money, you got Kim Money. It's like, don't play with me. Don't play with me. Don't
like,
ever let
and I'm still sitting here right here with you, right? Like, okay.
Right. But I always say, like, I'm gonna always be humble. I always say that I'm gonna have a couple of zeros and the savings and the check-ins and that account, and we're gonna be in Paris. And I'm gonna have some wings with some fries on the platter, respectfully.
Okay.
You know,
You
know, I'm really not that type. If anything, I'm gonna be rich in spirit the most, you know, like I'm not gonna be.
We are rich in spirit.
Hello. Right. I wouldn't explain it because you asked, you know, is it worth to explaining it? I feel like if you're not a creative like me, then you're really
you just don't get it.
You're not gonna get it. But if I had to explain it, life is ups and downs. The same way 9 to 5s go to work and they live check by check, and sometimes they got lit weeks and they got bad weeks because they didn't get that many hours and they didn't make that
overtime didn't kick in.
Another week they got overtime plus a bonus and they late. That's just how it happens. You know, that's just how it is, up and down. But it's up and down, but through it all, both, I'm saving. You feel what I'm saying? Okay. I'm still building. I'm still grinding. Every time you hear no and I don't got it, I mean I'm broke. That's discipline. You know, so that's just.
And that's just something you have to have as a creative, ladies and gentlemen. Don't let these people make you feel broke, and you never claim broke, okay? Ever. Okay,
because the tongue is powerful. I'm rich.
Don't claim, and that's a bad habit that I have of saying. Just because you know how it is. You're from New York,
right?
Everybody always got their hand out, and I just like, I'm broke. And I don't mean to say it's just a force of habit. Of course, this is a ritual to do on the show at any point. Is for you to ask me one question. It could be anything in the world, even including what color socks do I have on. Please do not ask me what color socks I have on because I'm not wearing any.
Do you have a dream like job, a dream gig that you would like, or if you do, have you done it already, or if you didn't, what is it?
I actually have two, and I'm literally about to cry because yes, I've done it already. I've done one of them. Yeah. I actually, oh my god, I did a show with Ja Rule and Ashanti and Fabulous.
Hey. First of all, to know me, Fab is one of my favorite rappers. Shout out Fab, period. Shout out Ja Rule and Chante too, because I definitely opened up for them too before. So shout out Fab.
Yeah, I got the call. Like, Ashanti is my favorite person in the whole wide world. Like, I don't even shave my sideburns because I love Ashanti so much.
Okay.
I never shave my sideburns. That's how much I love Ashanti.
I love it.
And I had reached out and someone told me no. And I was like, all right. Then the actual person that threw the whole event together, the Long Island Music Festival, he ended up emailing me. I'm like, this is spam. Then he ended up calling me. And I'm like, what? He's like, I'm giving you all access.
Or ask.
I said, huh? So I get there, I pull up, and I hear Ashanti's voice. I'm like, I know her voice. Maybe she in the fitting room doing sound check. I know her voice. And she was singing, it was Happy. And I'm like, yo, where is she? So I'm calling my cousins, like, yo, hey, I'm freaking out. I'm calling my lady, hey, I'm freaking out. Like, I hear Ashanti. Do you know I was standing right next to her? And I was so focused on the stage, I didn't know she was right there.
Wow.
Because it was before the glitz and glam.
That's how focused we be. Like, we focus, like, it's not even about
right here yelling in my ear. Like holding the mic, but I'm focusing on the dancers. Like, I gotta find her. It was before the glitz and glams, it was before makeup, you know, it was rehearsal. And then I pulled out my camera to like kind of record the scenery. And her mom was like, you know, no cameras right now. And I was like, I'm sorry, Miss Douglas. She was like, you know me? And I really wanted to be like, I know everything about you.
Girl, let me tell you.
And then my next major goal, besides, you know, just owning my studios, obviously I want to open up 3 studios, production studios.
Okay.
Would be literally working with Tyler Perry or doing a red carpet event for the BET Awards.
I felt that.
Yeah,
I second that.
And let me tell you, every no is a step closer to a yes, because me being on the same stage as Ashanti, it was so real that I promise you there's a clip of me looking at it, like Ashanti looking at me on stage singing with Ja Rule, but I'm singing so loud on the stage and in front of the stage, you can't hear her. And it's on the Hot 97 page, like I screen recorded it on their story. You hear me screaming, so it looked like she lip singing. Like, I am screaming.
Those are unforgettable moments.
Every videographer was mad with me, boy, and I did not care. I was hollering. So I want to get back into working with the big names. Besides Lil' Kim, what are some of the major people you've worked for?
Shout outs to Dream. Shout outs to my baby Dream, yo. I love me some Dream. And what's so crazy with Dream is that we actually come from like the same background. Like, you know, we're both from the Bronx. And even though, you know, she has family and she grew up in Edaward, she used to always be around my way as well. So, you know, she used to be 174th in the Bronx by Katona Park. And, you know, that's kind of where she grew up too. You know, she'll be chilling over there, whatever. So like her family and my family like would always chill with each other. That's how it was growing up or whatever. And to see us both now making a name for ourselves is amazing. So when we connected, you know, through my homeboy Kai, because he's her choreographer, and hit me up like, yo, what's up? Like, you available? Because I got this going on with Dream, da-da-da. And, you know, I had to check the calendar, schedule, boom, boom, boom. I'm like, I'm available, let's get it. And
I would have cleared everything.
And she's like, hey, what's up? You know, I'm Dream. And I'm like, girl, I know who you are, girl.
Like don't stop introducing yourself.
I'm like, girl, I know who you are. She like, word, like from where? And, you know, we started talking. I'm like, 174. She's like, small world. And we actually bumped into each other a couple of times before that. Like, you know.
See, I'm telling you, that's what happened when I walked into you, and I was like, oh my God. Like,
so now it's just like, it's regular. Like, yo, Dream, what up, baby?
You know, you have another question. Someone says, what defines success for you?
People telling me, thank you for saving my life. You don't even know how I wanted to end my life, but because of you, I kept going. You inspired me. You pushed me. You know, like stuff like that, like knowing that I'm bringing a change to somebody's life, knowing that I'm adding on to someone's value, knowing that I'm the light at the end of somebody's tunnel. I've succeeded. Knowing that I ain't got to work no more. You know, like I've succeeded, you know, because I'm blessed to have Dream. I'm blessed to have Kim. I'm blessed to have Stash. I'm blessed to have the people that I had before. I'm blessed to touch that stage. I'm blessed to travel here. I'm blessed to have things in the woodwork. I'm blessed to be connected with that cast agency. I can't wait to travel here next month, but I'm not successful yet. You understand?
Right.
Like I'm doing great, you know? So, but to know that I don't have to work a day in my life ever again because of my work, and to know that my work and what I stand for nothing but light and inspiration to people, then I won. Then I've succeeded. Respectfully.
Shout out to Stash, man. That he shows so much love all the time. I'm grateful that
that's a genuine, kind spirit right there. He's definitely gonna win because he's so genuine and humble, and he's so real. We don't get that nowadays. So shout outs to my boy for real. We got some stuff coming up too that we working on.
All right, and I hope I'm gonna be right there. Like
yes.
So he's next to get up here. I know he'd be busy, but I gotta get him up here. I want to pick his brain a little bit. So I definitely have to get on to how the hell do you incorporate being a creative director, choreographer, dancer, and fashion all into the same thing?
They kind of all connect. So being a choreographer and a dancer, you know, a dancer, you're just dancing. A choreographer, you know, you're teaching, you're instructing, you're creating. So what I like to do the most out of all of that is create. I love creating. Like if I'm not in it, that's cool. That's my work. Okay, that's me. I love to create, you know, but it just all connects because first I'll create, and then I will dance what I created, you know, and then in the midst of me creating, directing, and dancing what I created, directing, we then have to add, you know, looks and and tastes. So then the fashion plays in like that. So everything I do, I make sure it connect, because then it's going to be a headache if you don't. But for me, it's fun. I love to do it. It's a passion that it don't feel like work. Anything I do.
The day what you do starts to feel like work, quit.
Yeah, I just said that the other day. I really just said.
Once I feel like I'm working, oh, this media stuff ain't for me no more. Because that means it's overbearing. That means you can't handle it. It means it's too much. There's no happiness in it. But when it's your passion, when it's your career, that's not work. That's not, you got to follow that. And a lot of people don't understand that. And again, a post that we both just posted is that you're not going to apologize for being busy.
At all. At all. Heavy on the at all. Like, do you know how hard I worked to create multiple incomes, to think of multiple ideas? Like, okay, how am I going to stay above float, being an independent creative, working for myself? It's not just about getting gigs. You got to create multiple incomes, okay?
Right.
And once I've done that and did that and working on that, and I can't make it to this event, or you're not seeing me that much no more, and I didn't answer that call, respect it. Period. That's just it. Because I'm not apologizing, so you gotta respect it. That's just that.
So I guess that answered my question. Tell us about your brand before we head out of here. What's your brand about? What do you stand for? Where can we find any of your stuff?
Right. So as y'all know, Zay P is the face, the name. So No Days Off / Zay P Experience is the brand, is the logo. And with the Zay P Experience, No Days Off, it's basically going to surface around creatives being creatives, doing what they love. And we're going to branch off. And of course, as you guys already know, I already have a dance company. So that's No Days Off Dance Company. And that company really surfaces around kids right now. I started with my adults. You know,
I dance like a kid. Can I sign up?
You can sign up. So I started No Days Off Dance Company with a couple of bros and sisters of mine. You know, we was working together for years, basically like building up the name, building up our media platforms like that. We did a couple of shows behind it, worked with a couple of artists behind it, and now it's to the point where I could branch it off and really make it sprout and become successful. So No Days Off Dance Company at this point is a dance company for the youth. And then it's attached with merch. My merch will be out soon. I don't want to drop no dates and nothing. I just want y'all to wake up one day and be like, oh, he did a Beyonce, he dropped the merch. So the No Days Off merch will be out soon. No Days Off Dance Company, you will see visuals and showcase and works and all things of creative nature attached to that. Zay P Experience is the same thing. It's gonna have merch, it's gonna have visuals, performances, things like that. I have a YouTube that you can follow now. It's in my bio on Instagram. You can click the link in my bio to subscribe to my YouTube to keep up with all my work. Because what I'm doing now is I'm putting all my work on YouTube, from old to new to never before seen to outtakes and any ideas and topics that my supporters want me to display as well. So Instagram, YouTube, keep up with it, because Zay P Experience, No Days Off, we outside and we here to stay.
Listen, I'm gonna need you for some work, and I definitely need some work.
Yes. Listen, this ain't the end. We are gonna keep connecting and connecting. Trust me.
Of course, we have to. It's the only way we're gonna grow. Is there any piece of advice? Hania says, let's go. Is there any piece of advice that you would like to give to anyone, even yourself, to go back and listen to this?
I would say for all creators out there, all humans, keep going. Whatever you want to do, whatever you feel like you can't do, whatever you need to do but don't know how to do, keep going. Faith is the answer to all things. With faith, all things is possible. You have to keep faith in anything that you want to do. On the bad day, on the good day, on the confused day, on the rich day, on the broke day, you have to keep faith. If I hang up with you right now and I lose my phone, which means I done lost contacts and now I'm not booked for this gig no more, and I lose my debit card and 2 gigs done canceled on me, and a client doesn't want to work with me anymore, I'm going to keep the faith that that's happening for a reason, and God is shifting me for something better. Always something bigger. Always keep faith, you guys, no matter what. Keep that light at the end of your tunnel, please.
I think I needed that more than anybody else.
I'm telling you, please.
Do you have a favorite artist?
I am a proof of it to keep the faith, because I didn't think I would be here, and I have a long way to go. But this, I'm blessed to where I'm at now.
Amen to that. Do you have a favorite artist?
I do, and I hate this because it's like so hard to pick one. But I have like a top 5 for everything, but we ain't gonna do top 5. I am gonna give you one, but I do have a 5 for like hip hop, R&B. My favorite R&B artist would be Beyonce. Love me some B.
I'm not saying nothing about Beyonce. The last time I said something about Beyonce, the whole Beehive came after me. They were sending me.
As they should.
All I said was how many years she gonna turn 40. She turned 40 like 3 times.
Don't do her.
Yo, when I tell you it was death threats under all my pictures, like.
You know, I just like with things like that, I just like finally understand that people like they confidentiality. So however you want to be private, you do it. So Beyonce would be my best top 1
that was
female.
A lot. Shout out to B, man. She got it on lock.
Chris Brown, Breezy would be the male R&B, okay? And then Fabulous, F-A-B-O-L-O. If you know me, you know.
Hania says you don't come for Queen B. You see.
Going crazy. But honestly, between Fab, Drake, and Kanye, like, I don't know. They like they all my ones. They all my number ones. I don't know, but throw right
I'm not even in my top 5.
For what?
He not in nothing top 5, nothing. Not even dress, not even fashion.
Wait, excuse me?
Not even fashion.
Oh, you're not feeling well. You all right? You under the weather. That's what it is. Maybe it's You are
Fab
right.
is just Fab.
You
Maybe
said
like
not in your top 5 with music or
or Fab.
fashion.
Nah, he like top 20, and it's not number one. It's not nowhere before 10. Maybe like 18.
Why is that?
I don't like Fab like that.
He gives you punchline metaphors.
The only Fab song that really get me to wait, hold up, because I might be lying. All right, anything with Fab and Lil Mo, we good.
Not taking it back to Fab and Lil Mo.
I'm telling you. And then the
The
other
thing
one
with
is
me,
just throw it. That song, yeah, throw it in the back.
that is one of his hits. But the main reason why I like Fab and like the main reason why a lot of those people are my faves is because they bring a certain type of versatility and they bring a certain type of message that they want to portray. I'd be like,
I think he just talks too slow for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, what are you trying to say? Just say it, bruh. Like
he's one of those rappers that it will go over your head. That you gotta be like, nah, hold on, what he said? But that's what makes him so ill. He is top 10 punchline kings. Gotta be. It's not a debate. It's not a debate. But I am gonna give you one more because we said it all. The female hip hop. I got three, and they are my 3 faves. And I like and love everyone else, but like I listen to these 3 girls on the regular. They probably the only ones that's really in my like playlist, like no shit. But I love everyone. But Nicki, Kim, and Dream Girl, love them all, love them all, love them all. Love them all. Shout outs to Meg. Shout outs to
we love the hottie.
Yeah, I love me some Sweetie. I love me some Meg. You know, I love me some Doja. You know, but like I listen to Dream.
Your music, your tops in all your music are a reflection of you, and you're a reflection of them.
I love that.
Just by what you just told me, and I'm just like, no, you're like Fab is like number 1. I'm like, mine is Wale.
Okay. I like Wale.
Like when it comes to fashion, Doja Cat, Dream, like those people reflect you. Mm-hmm. And I'm more of a like, okay, I like Wale. I like Tiana Taylor, Chante.
I love me some Tiana. But you know, I would have said Tiana as one of my favorites, but you know, she don't really consider herself an artist. My good sister.
Anymore. I just saw her last tour. I was there crying. I was crying.
Like, I love me some Tiana.
At this point, I'm a crybaby.
Sidebar, I love me some Tiana. Shout out to Tiana. I remember when I went to her audition. I want to say it's about 2 years ago. She was preparing for the Red Bull Music Festival. And it was like 3 rounds, and I made it through like the first 2. And that last round, you know, I had to fade. Didn't make it for whatever reasons, but she made sure that she reached out to all of us and gave us this heartfelt message. Like the fact that Tiana Taylor wrote me back on Instagram telling me to keep going, keep pushing, meant the world to me. And that lets me know how humble she was. She's a gold.
She's perfect.
I love her.
She is. Zay P, please make sure you do your shout outs before we get you out of here.
I want to shout out to whoever loves me and supports me and fucks with me. Like, I love y'all back. Thank y'all so much for all my followers, my supporters, my family, my friends. I love y'all so much. Everyone who ever gave me a chance, any artist, any producer, any engineer, any photographer, any videographer. I love y'all. Thank you so much. And keep up with me. Stay tuned with me because this is just the beginning. It's not even the beginning. This is like the trailer. Like, I love y'all though.
And y'all heard it here first on TcMedia.
Shout outs to you. Shout outs to you, Queen. Shout outs to you. Thank you so much for this interview because I've been waiting to find the time to talk my shit, you know, to let some things out. And I truly appreciate you.
Listen, we still have, of course, anything you ever need from me. I'm here to support. No. Yes. I was supporting you before you even knew who I was.
Yes, you was. You definitely was.
We still listen. We gonna come back. We got game shows on here. Everything. We even talked about doing the mukbang. Like,
right.
It's gonna happen. We appreciate you and thank you so much for giving us this opportunity and letting us in on your life because you don't do that.
Period.
Something about Zay P, he ain't gonna tell you about what's going on.
Trying to be a little more transparent, which is why I'm getting on my YouTube, but I'm trying. I'm gonna get y'all a little bit more.
Okay. And we're proud of you. We love you so much. And thank you for your time. All right. Talk to you later.
Talk to you later.
Bye-bye.